We're back, episode 34 of the Three Dudes podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Easton Bennett. Over to my left, we have Liam Owens, and over to the lefter, Broden Wunderlich. What do we call you that one episode? The lefty?
The hefty lefty.
The hefty lefty.
Which doesn't make me feel very body confident. But
it's okay.
You know what? We're going to roll with it.
It's better than the fat man that's left-handed. We could have called you that.
But I'm not completely left-handed either. I write with my right hand, but I just do other things left-handed.
Yeah, the partially fat left-handed man.
All right. I'm not.
You're not fat, no.
Right, yeah. The fully fat, partially left-handed.
Yeah. Sorry. No offense.
Partially fat, partially left-handed man. Put that as your lower third. Editor, do that. Okay. Let's get into the comments. We only have one comment this week. I guess we can kind of, do we want to drag this out and talk about our week? I had a good week. My van exploded. We didn't see you guys last week. Yeah, those are the only two things. Didn't see you last week. Hopefully you guys liked the nonsense episode. We've been storing that one since like November 10th.
And now we got to do another one.
Yeah, we do. Call it nonsense again. Part 2.
Part 2 nonsense, yeah. Keep rolling with it. Why not? We could probably... No, I don't want to do it after this.
No.
We'll do it some other time.
Not today.
We'll put it off like we did the first one for weeks on end until we finally said we need to do this.
Some other time we'll do it.
Yeah. No. Not
Good
today.
to hear from you on the podcast, Broden.
Yeah.
Broden's first chime in is no.
Well, you know,
Well,
I had a decent week.
That's good.
You know, Monday through Thursday, another casual work week, not too bad. Friday, Saturday off. Did a little golfing today. Won $20 off of this guy because he's not as good at golf as I am.
I almost had a hole in one today.
Yeah?
Nice. You want to talk about that chip that went 40 yards to the right?
You want to talk about the ball you hit in the water?
I didn't hit a ball in the water.
Yeah, you did.
When?
When that ball went into the water that you hit.
It's news to me.
This is riveting content. All right, Broden, what's your week like so we can move the fuck on?
I went golfing today.
There you go. What did you do your week off? You didn't film the pod we haven't been here for 2 weeks.
Yeah, I didn't film the pod, but I still had just had a normal week.
Your vehicle got stuck in the snow?
It wasn't mine.
Oh, a vehicle got stuck in the snow?
Mm-hmm.
Did you get it out?
Barely.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous.
What'd you do?
I drove it into the snow.
Yeah, but how'd you get it out? Shovels?
No, a random good Samaritan on his way from Garrison to Minot stopped and had a tow strap in his big old lifted Tahoe.
Yep. I feel like people with those vehicles like look for those opportunities though. They're like, I'm putting this tow strap in because I want to save somebody today.
God bless the man because he saved us about 2 hours of running around. So
yeah. Where would you have ran around?
Well,
like around the field.
So we got picked up by our buddy. Who has a vehicle able to pull us out, but he wasn't driving that vehicle at the time.
Oh.
So we were stuck like 40 minutes out of town. So we would have had to go back to Minot, get my truck, grab tow straps, all the way back out, you know.
Yeah, that would have
whole thing, and
that would have sucked, man.
Yeah, it's not what you like to do on a Saturday evening.
No, not at all. But hey, you made it back safe. That's all that matters. Mm-hmm. All right, episode 34, Mixology. Before we get into it, please leave a rating or review of the show. I think I'm going to start staying at the top of the show in case people don't make it to the end. Rating, review really helps out the show. Share with a friend or don't. And then enemy, share with whoever you want. Topic this week, mixology. You guys know anything about mixology?
I make a mean Jack on the rocks.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
That's a staple, huh?
It's good.
So just Jack and ice cubes?
Yep.
It's mean, though.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's unlike any other.
Swears at you.
Yeah, it degrades you as I'm pouring it in. You alcoholic piece of shit.
You guys have
throw some Coke in here
for one episode.
We what?
Degraded me enough for one episode.
Yeah, we'll stop that.
How about you're really good at golf?
I'm not that good. I put one in the water today, apparently. Unbeknownst to me.
Yeah. And you're partially left-handed?
Whatever. I don't want to talk about it.
It's all right, Liam. Hey, we'll get into the fun part of the show where we don't bully you anymore.
Yeah, that sounds nice. Nathan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Throw back to our old ways. All right. Getting to know mixology. The definition of mixology is the skill of mixing cocktails and other drinks. What do you guys think the difference between a mixologist and a bartender is?
Some sort of credentials.
Yeah, I guess I'd have to go with that. You go to mixology school and I mean, maybe it's a semester or two, depending on how good at mixing you want to be.
Yep, credentials, and then I think ego plays a big part into it. I feel like you have to wear like a vest,
You think
like a button-down shirt to be a mixologist.
mixologist walks into a bar and can immediately look at the guy behind the bar and say, "That's just a bartender."
Yeah.
He doesn't look like he knows that much.
I feel like mixologists look down on bartenders.
Yeah, there's a bit of a pedestal they put themselves up on, a high horse,
Yeah.
if you will.
Mhm. There's got to be. I mean, if you went to Harvard for mixology and then you walk into the local lamplighter and there's someone making a regular old drink, you know, you're not going to be
Making you
impressed
a-
at all.
Yeah.
Making you a bottle of Miller Lite or something.
Let me cook that up for you, sir.
Yeah.
Sticks his hand in the cooler. I don't think there are any credentials that actually go into being a mixologist.
Really?
Yeah.
Self-taught.
So you just declare yourself a mixologist?
Yeah,
Okay, I'm a mixologist. A shitty one, but I am one.
exactly.
I guess.
Anything you can declare yourself as, like I'm an ordained minister. It only took me 5 minutes.
Yeah, but you have credentials that says you are.
It's true. I wonder if there's a mixology credential card I could get.
There's got to be.
That's something we need to
You
look
could just
into.
make one.
We could make one. Yeah, I've got a printer.
Let's get our
Laminate it out.
resources into this.
There we go. All of Three Dudes Funds go into making us fake credentials.
Yeah, we made it. We made a couple cents on the last TikTok live stream, didn't we?
Yep, we're
Hey.
getting up to maybe half a quarter.
That's huge.
A hake.
We could buy the sheet of paper it takes to.
It could get us one business card.
There we go.
It's free though.
Yeah, how do we turn one business card into more revenue?
Copy and paste.
Mm-hmm. Plagiarize it. Now we're talking.
Yeah.
The CEO of Google. They're like,
we go
"Oh,
to
you're-"
Chat GPT and we say, write us a 3-page business card.
I like a good Chat GPT plug there. I like that. So, mixologist. A mixologist is a person who has studied the history of mixed drinks and cocktails. So, technically, Broden, you study a lot of things. You put your mind to Google for a couple hours. You might be a legit mixologist.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, man, but I think of stuff and then for like a week or so straight, I watch and read a whole bunch of stuff about that certain thing.
Really?
Yeah.
That actually goes through your head where you're like, man, I'm really interested in this week.
Yeah, and like I have to get my fill. Like, you know what I mean?
Your fix, yeah.
got to get my fix of it. Otherwise, like it just bugs me. 'Cause it's like,
Do you burn yourself out?
no, I don't think I do because I keep getting interested in new things that I think are related to the previous thing.
Oh, so it's kind of like a transition period.
It's
You're searching the pyramids and
Like
boom,
just
now you're searching pharaohs the next week.
Yeah, a big ass rabbit hole, if you will.
Big ass balls, boys. You should search that. Yeah, you seem like the rabbit hole kind of guy. Like
Yeah, I
you get
do.
stuck in one video.
Recently, I learned that space is fake and the Earth is flat.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Who taught you that? Alex Shaneborn?
no, self-taught.
Is that true?
That he taught Broden that? No.
No.
We just found that out. But
But is Shane Bourne a?
He's a flat earther, huh?
we've beat it into his head so much that we make fun of him for being a flat earther that he now retracts his statements. He's like, I just present facts. I didn't say which way I lean, but he
So
definitely
he's
leans
a
on it.
closet earther.
Yeah, he is a
Closet
closet
flat
earther.
Uh.
That's good. I'm gonna start using closeted outside of sexual preference.
Yeah, I think that's a good thing.
Like a closet, like I'd be like a closet,
Chimney
sports fan. Chimney Swift.
Sweet.
Oh, Chimney
God,
Swift.
don't.
There was a guy named Chimney Swift,
Chimney
11,
Swift, yeah.
that used to play Minecraft, and me and Broden were growing up, and he fucking hated that guy so much.
I didn't hate him.
He
but
hated his intro
His
song.
intro was him strumming on a guitar that he barely knew how to do,
Yeah.
and then sing, which was worse than the guitar playing. And he tried to get all high pitched, and he sounded like John Mayer singing a nursery rhyme, but grab him by the nuts and squeeze the whole time he's singing, and he's just like, you know what I mean?
That's a great visual I just had there. John Mayer's nuts in a vice grip.
Yeah, like
into a
like
cup.
I'm talking like a Brock Lesnar hand grabbing his nuts and just squeezing while he's trying to sing. That's what that guy sounded like to me. It was annoying, it was nauseating and irritating. Whatever innings you want to put on there, it was those.
It's just some intro, some guy on YouTube.
Yeah, it was like,
he
come
had-
on to the Minecraft files. Chimney Swift skills will drive you wild.
So
and
now-
Broden hated it.
Hated it because if he sang that but tried to be like high pitched and tried like
We'll
really
show you
tried,
after this.
Yeah,
It's legit. It brings me back to my childhood. Yeah. If you had one UFC fighter that you had to get in a ring with in your weight class, who would it be?
I would cut 40 pounds, and any of the women, I would prefer to try and fight them. They would beat the shit out of me, but at least I didn't get kicked in the nose by Israel Adesanya. So
I don't know, man.
Weren't we talking about this last night? You believe that you could beat a woman UFC fighter?
Yes.
Yeah, and watching the fight last night, they're 115 pounds. One, I don't think they could get me to the ground.
I think
Guarantee they could.
Pound for pound, they're probably
Absolutely
stronger than you.
Well, pound for pound, yeah.
And they have been fighting for the majority of their lives.
I don't know, man.
Especially like a fighter like Shevchenko, she would 100% punch you or kick you in the face 7 times before you even knew what was going on.
Yeah, but
not even that.
And I don't think she would have to hit you that many times.
If you caught one leg kick to like the inside or outside of your thigh, I think that would be enough to deter you from that.
I think it would light a fire under my ass.
No, I think you would be going, why? Why'd you do that? Like we're talking about somebody, it was like just a slight like right hook or something like that he caught him with. It wasn't like a big shot or nothing. And I said, if that happened to me, I would start crying. Like I would full on start crying.
That's it.
You'd probably call somebody.
Yeah.
Come get you.
Like, dude, stop. That hurts.
Who would you call?
Ghostbusters.
Yeah. I was hoping you'd answer that. I don't know. I don't have their number.
I don't know who is in my weight class that I could.
How much do you weigh?
What my options are. Like 190, 195.
I think you are middleweight or light heavyweight.
Light heavyweight.
Nathan.
John Jones fought light heavyweight at 205.
So yeah, you'd be about like,
Holy
I think you're on the
fuck.
cusp. Yeah.
Not him.
Not him.
He's not my pick. I'll tell you
Picking
that.
a different one.
So I don't know who's light heavyweight right now.
I'm 220, so
I'm 180.
So I would.
So you'd fight Nate Diaz probably.
I'd cut weight down.
I would prefer Nate Diaz because that guy can barely read a book, let alone my punches I'm gonna throw. So
I don't know, man. Well, one, you can never beat him because
Nope.
I don't think anybody could beat him.
Nate
I mean,
Diaz?
he's beatable. Like have you seen his face after some fights?
No, he doesn't get knocked out. He
Yeah.
is like his most notorious aspect of him fighting is it is impossible to knock him out. You can rock him, you can hit him 92 times with a sledgehammer.
You can
and he
rock
just
him, you can
won't-
sock him.
Yeah, he won't go. He won't go.
Yeah, well, you'd have to take Nate Diaz to a decision. I'd pay $70 pay-per-view for that. Wow.
80.
Is it 80 now?
And then if I'm doing it, it's going to be more.
Watch a man die on live television.
exactly.
That's what it would be.
Nate Diaz is fighting an everyday 24-year-old man. So
With zero fighting. Well, no, you were a state champ wrestler.
yeah,
Every
When
day,
you were
normal
9.
motherfucker.
yeah, 8 or 9. I did wrestle for
You just
like
never let that
8
die.
years though.
Yeah. Mixologists. They often know the significance behind each ingredient in a drink and understand the impact of each mixing technique. So that's, I think, the big difference. Bartenders are throwing shit together. Mixologists, they know what they're doing. It's almost like they respect their craft more, you know?
Mhm.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, there's tons and tons of different things. I mean, you think about the different drinks. I'm sure you have that on the list. Different types.
Like
I have the
cocktail.
topic, but I figure we could just spitball them
Just go right
from
off
what we think. Yeah.
I mean, you squeeze a lemon in there, and then you put like some of whatever the green things are, like mint. Like you like actually
Oh,
put the
like a
the
mojito?
mint
Or
herb in there.
basil?
Yeah. So I don't know about basil. I think that's,
Drop some oregano and thyme in this thing.
No, there was one other greens thing. It's on the list here somewhere.
Olives in a martini.
Yeah, I don't know.
We can get to it when we get to it.
We'll get there when we get there.
but I mean, for me being a regular bartender,
Basil or mint leaf right there.
No, you
Suck
can.
my sack.
I apologize.
It's all right. You don't have to apologize. It's suck my sack isn't sexual.
No.
It's just something I like to say when I'm proud of myself. Yeah.
Good. What are some of your craziest concoctions?
Craziest concept.
I like when I'm making drinks too, and mainly it stems from not having what I really need.
Yeah.
So it's like, hey, let's just put this shit together, and then you hand it. You never take it yourself. You hand it off to someone else
Mhm.
and let them taste it first.
I don't know. I'm such a plain kind of guy when it comes to booze. Like, you know,
Yeah.
It's there's only two ingredients.
yeah, like it's
whatever
soda and
liquor
whiskey.
you have, and then whatever soda you have.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like liquor and mix.
Yeah.
Maybe it's fruit punch. Maybe it's Sprite. Maybe it's. I like to expand a little bit, but when I do expand, it's on the shot side of things.
Yep.
Really?
Agreed.
Yeah, it's like let's put these four together.
Oh, yeah. I don't
Let's
do
just
that.
dump the whole bar mat into this cup.
Yeah.
And see what happens.
Yeah, sometimes it's good. Have you ever taken a bar mat shot?
Yeah.
Yep.
I
Wait.
have not.
No, I don't think I have. I think we made one of our friends do it on
It was
the
me.
21st. Was it you?
Yeah, you and Wyatt bought it for me on my 21st.
You have to buy those. That's the crazy part.
You have to buy it.
Broden's like, you guys bought me a shot?
I thought
kinda.
Wyatt said he paid like $2 cash or something like.
That's so
dumb.
dumb.
That went straight into the tip
They
jar.
Charged him. Yeah, exactly. They charged him to just dump the remnants of whatever was laying in the
It tasted
rubber mat.
so bad that I took it and went and threw up.
He's like, could you go to the garbage can and take all of the just slightly not finished bottles and pour it in a cup for me?
Yeah, that's basically what it is. It's,
Yeah.
It was disgusting.
One time I had I think the game's called Boom Cup, where everyone mixes their drink in the middle and then the ping pong, and then whoever loses has to drink in the middle. I was in Canada and drank it, and immediately, like 3 minutes later, barfing.
So bad.
Yeah, projectile. It's gross. My teammates stepped on my fake tooth that night too.
Like it fell out, and then
Well, like it was on the retainer, and I slept on the bathroom floor because I was pretty inebriated.
Intoxicated.
And I set the retainer on the floor next to me, and he came in to piss and just stepped on it.
crunch.
Woke me up at like 4 a.m, and he's like, "Benny, I broke your tooth, man." I was like, "What's up?" And then took my wallet, took $10 out of it too.
What?
Yeah.
What kind of shitbag
He goes,
teammate?
I want to meet this guy. No, this guy's not a shitbag. I want to meet him.
So then, obviously, I was like, "Yeah, whatever." Woken up. He's like, "Oh," because my wallet wasn't in my pocket, so he didn't like fish it out. But my wallet was next to my tooth, and he pulled out my wallet. He's like, "Oh, I'm taking this $10 in your wallet too."
$10 Canadian.
Yeah, so $4 American.
Oh,
Like
I mean,
Yeah,
still yours.
so Monopoly money. So yeah, he just took that, and I woke up the next day, and we have court. They call it in junior hockey, where
Kangaroo
everyone
court?
talks about their fines and everything.
Yeah.
And I had to tell that story.
Did you find him for it?
Tried to, but I was a rookie at the time, and really I had no authority pulling any of those semantics. So it was kind of just like, funny story. Sorry.
Yeah, they didn't charge him nothing for it.
No.
That
I was like, can I at least have my $10 back?
No,
He's like, I spent that already.
gone.
Yeah.
I got hit in kangaroo court one time. It was bad. That was a bad one.
Like hit physically?
No. I can't talk about it on the podcast, but it's a
Okay.
really funny story afterwards. I'll let you guys know.
All right, perfect. All right, so let's talk bartenders, mixologists. A bartender works at an establishment that serves alcohol and is often responsible for mixing traditional drinks. These professionals take orders directly from customers, and bartenders may also make conversation with customers who are sitting at the bar. Are you guys the kind of people that sit up at the bar table, like the
bar
actual
top?
bar top?
I love doing that.
I
Try not
hate
to.
it.
Yeah, it's not. I don't like being at the bar top because now I feel I'm confined to this exact location right here,
Yeah.
and I can only look at what's in front of me instead of being like at a booth with my friends or something like
Yeah, I like to have like an owl head. So
Yeah.
I can spin all over the place.
that. I like to be tucked in the corner, like I'm in the mafia.
I just,
Back to the wall.
I like sitting at the bar top. Usually better service when you're right there.
Well, yeah, because it's
Plus,
You couldn't be closer.
especially
because your hands are in
well,
the cooler.
like if you're just going there and like maybe you're not with a big group of friends, and you meet a lot of people, like talk to a lot of people,
Yeah.
make a lot of conversation. It's kind of nice.
So you're lonely.
So what you're saying is,
Not really. I'm a big people watcher.
I love doing that,
Yeah,
dude. Oh, I love the fair.
Yeah.
the fair. Just,
If you ever have gone to a bar before 5 o'clock, there's some gremlins running around there. That is an interesting place.
If you've ever gone to the bar before 12 o'clock.
In the morning?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those people aren't
Well-
gremlins, but they're just more like, it's all walks of life. It's some people that are like, you probably live here. And then other people are like, maybe you just got off a night shift. And then those are other people that are playing cards and they're 1,000 years old.
But that's their retirement community there. That's what they do.
It's like a bar nursing home.
like if you ever stop at a gas station that's got
Old group of farmers there.
yeah,
Eating
like
breakfast
a
at
smaller
like 5
town
o'clock every morning.
Yeah.
every morning.
It happens over here at Harley's.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then Berthold, there's a big group of old farmers that every morning drink coffee in the gas station there.
My project manager sits there with them
Really?
every morning, every day, because we always drive out past Berthold and he's always sitting in there. He lives out in there too. And so we'll see him every morning.
And they're just putting themselves through gas station coffee every day. That's so fun.
Gas station coffee is
I guess they're getting like the pot of coffee. Hey,
You got to get the dark roast, pal. Trust me.
Are you doing the machine button that you fill it to 3/4 and let go of the button?
I look at the big tank there that's got the lever on it or whatever.
That stuff's usually not so bad. I mean, I make my own every day, but like it's a rare occasion I have to get the gas station coffee, and it always messes with my stomach because it's not the same as.
I don't know the last time I've had gas station coffee.
Just had some on Friday.
Yeah.
How often do you think they clean the machines?
Often enough. They're held to a higher standard than your house is. So
I don't know. I held myself to the high standard.
okay, maybe not you, but legally they are held to a higher standard.
I don't know. The Food and Drug Administration's coming through my house, and that smells like a fish tank. You should clean that out.
You would think that like China Star is held to a standard too, aren't you? It's a food eat every place.
And they violated them. And now,
Multiple
guess what?
times.
I don't eat there.
Yeah.
I went to China Star in Bismarck this weekend.
Oh,
they're little, dude. The buffet,
the Bismarck one is good.
the Bismarck one's
Really?
It's like
Bang.
clean. It's pristine.
yeah, and the little donuts they have.
Yeah.
Oh, I could eat 30 of them.
They got those little bacon wrapped like
Chicken.
yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah. Ugh, let's get into the
Yeah.
food episode. All right. A bartender tends to make all sorts of drinks from pouring beer to crafting cocktails, while a mixologist focuses on cocktails with an emphasis on crafting a new drink rather than serving a traditional one. So that's one thing I didn't know, is that they're really there to make new drinks. I thought they were just like, hey, I'm going to make this martini.
right.
I'm going to freaking light this piece of wood on fire and shove it up the customer's hoop.
What are you good at making? They're like, I make a really good old fashioned. So
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I'll take one of those then.
Yeah.
But
Makes
no,
sense.
they're in there trying to do cement mixers and stuff, huh?
Mixologist?
Yeah.
No, I feel like I take it as they're taking like an old fashioned or whatever and taking ingredients from an old fashioned and an apple teeny and trying to mush them together into their own.
You can't do it. Not with
They're
that
like,
drink.
Here's a Swedish meatball.
literally called an old fashioned. Like you can't.
Yeah.
You can't.
Can't change it.
Yeah. You
But
can't
they're just
screw with
taking.
it.
It's like, okay, I'm going to take whiskey and then
You're
I'm take
making it
whatever's in an
worse.
apple teeny. They're mixing all these drinks to make its own.
That what's your guys? Do you guys have like a favorite cocktail or mixed drinks or something that you always
I
more
think-
than just like a vodka lemonade or you know what I mean? Like but like a martini or you guys have like a favorite one?
I don't think I've ever had a martini.
I think they all taste like liquid ass. So I tend to steer away from them.
Like any sort of mixed drink, like a specialty drink, not like just like a whiskey Coke, but like a old fashioned or
They
something
don't
like
all
that.
taste like ass, but I mean, old fashioned. Like I don't like old fashioned.
I love them. That's my favorite.
That's in the copper cup, isn't it?
No,
old
that's a
fa-
Moscow Mule.
Yeah.
Old fashioned is just in a regular
It's literally
cup like up there.
whiskey on the rocks, orange peel, simple syrup, and
Okay.
bitters.
Bitters, yeah.
Yep.
And it's like I'm just drinking whiskey with a flavor of a little bit of other shit.
Something
It's
else.
really good. I love them.
Where it's like if you drink a martini or you drink a Moscow Mule, those things are different ingredients that's making a drink instead of, oh, here's whiskey and then we're gonna fucking sprinkle some shit on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I mean isn't all that bad either.
It's-
I think I was at I don't even know where it was. Iron Horse or something one day. And
Yep.
I got an old fashioned.
They make a decent
And
one.
it
there.
was pretty good. It was good.
What do you?
It had an orange peel in it.
You know, I've
had them from there.
I compare it to putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah.
You can make a really good old fashioned, but it's still an old fashioned.
You're just you don't
Yeah, I
enjoy.
get that, but it's like, what do I want to
guess-
drink straight whiskey?
Yes, I enjoy that stuff.
I'm
Like
okay with it.
I enjoy whiskey and scotch on the rocks, or even just straight up. What do they call that? Like meeting it or something like that. You just drink a glass of.
Mute or
I forget.
yeah, I know what you're saying.
You know what? Yeah, it's literally like you just drink.
There's
a
no
glass
ice, no
of like
nothing.
room temperature whiskey, and you just sip on it. I forget what they call it. It's meeting or something like that. Nathan, can you? Look that up?
So my one Scotch story is while Nathan finds that is I went to the Lamplighter. I've never had Scotch before, and people are always like, "Oh, sip on Scotch." So I was playing Pig Wheel, pretty blasted at the time, and I was like, "I'm just gonna get a glass of Scotch just so I could try it." Tried it, and I was like, "Oh, I think you got to be 75 to do this."
Yeah.
It depends on what you get. There's a lot of different tiers to scotch.
Yeah, I
Some
got
of it-
like some pretty good stuff because I wanted a little bit.
There's a lot of different ways to make it too.
Yeah.
So like some scotches have a way different flavor than a different one. Like they're not very similar at all.
Yeah, I think I had too much hair to be drinking it. I think if you drink that just straight Scotch, you have to look a certain way.
Look like this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Liam
but
and I do it a lot, actually.
Yeah,
Get
you
a
just fugazis though.
Not, but
Yeah, I went
What?
there. You guys, come on. If I see you guys fucking walking around holding hands, do I think you're Scotch bros? No.
What does this having? What does this
what?
holding hands have to do with it?
Yeah. What?
Just
Why
like I
can't
just
we
picture you
enjoy
guys-
Scotch on the rocks? Why can't
You
we?
can
do
enjoy it, but it's like you're not the people. I wouldn't be seeing you walk around and then think, God, that's a fucking Scotch guy.
Okay,
No.
we don't look the typical part, is what you're
No.
saying. So now you're pigeonholing us.
100%.
Okay.
Why?
Because I think you're just doing it because it's a thing.
We're trying to fill some sort of narrative.
Yeah. It's like, I want to be a Scotch
Yeah,
guy.
I drink Scotch.
Yeah.
I want to do it because my dad and my grandpa did it. My grandpa fought in World War II. So if he did that, maybe I could do something
I could
great.
fight.
Are you playing like the sympathy card here for me now? Everyone's like, my
No,
grandpa
I
died
just-
in World War II. How do you feel about that?
I just kind of got, my dad does it. And so I
Yeah.
tried it, and I was like, I actually enjoy this.
That's fair. See, I think it helps if it migrates down your bloodline. If your dad did it, then you do it.
It's like liking the same sports team as your
Yeah.
parents.
Yeah. Does your dad do it?
Not that I know of. I
So,
don't think so.
yeah. So Broden's your dad. He got you into it.
No, he didn't. I'm
I
older
didn't.
than Broden.
Doesn't
I
matter
know.
if you're older than me.
Yeah,
Sure
but
does.
Broden's probably like, hey, get a shot at this.
I don't know. I think we both
brought-
just enjoy it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I brought a bottle home and I got Scotch glasses and big cubes
Mhm.
because you got to use the big cube.
Yep.
And I get a nice bottle of Scotch. I don't know what else you want from a guy.
Nothing. That's just.
I'm
that's
sorry.
what I-
I'm sorry.
You
I
don't
like
have to
Scotch.
apologize.
No, that's my fault.
It's
Nathan,
just, yeah.
I'll
You're-
stop.
You're
I'll
too
stop
young,
drinking.
Okay. You can't.
Call me
Nathan,
in
what do
10
you
years.
got?
You want to know what mead is?
Like, not mead, like MEAD.
Yeah,
Like
it's an
whiskey
alcoholic.
mead?
It's an alcoholic drink of fermented honey and water.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
that's not what we're talking about.
No,
Yeah.
I'm talking whiskey, like meeting whiskey. I think it's MEAT.
Meat.
Yeah. It's meat like the food.
Just Google what is it when you drink Scotch at room temperature, and it should pop up.
Yeah.
I like to pride myself on being a very good Googler.
You are.
He's
and
going
another
upstairs to use the computer.
He's restarting the cams.
You're actually like, I think you have a very good chance of being a good mixologist or bartender.
I think I could be. That's actually, I have a question on here. I was going to ask you guys, do you think you could be a mixologist or a bartender? Or have you ever thought about being one?
No.
I think it'd be fun to fucking throw shit
Just
up in
to
the air
try
and
it.
catch it behind your elbows. And
I'd love to sit
Why not?
there and, jerk the glass around or whatever.
is a
and-
giant up here.
Yeah. And then James Bond walks in, he goes, martini, shaken, not stirred. And I'm like,
You must be
that's
James
so
Bond.
cool.
Watched your
Yeah.
movie.
Like, you have a way higher chance of meeting James Bond being
Being a mixologist.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the only chance of you ever meeting James Bond is being a mixologist.
Yeah.
Or like you start an underground poker ring.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like Molly's game or whatever.
Yeah, or just starting committing like mass crimes.
That'd be fun.
Then you'd have to stop you. You'd be in the villain area of his world, though.
Yeah. Like Al Capone running drugs through tunnels underneath Minot and stuff like that.
Yeah. I wonder if Al Capone and James Bond ever ran into each other.
Had to have.
Guaranteed.
At the speakeasies. That's one thing I think it'd be cool to go to a speakeasy.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
in
yeah.
the roaring 20s.
There's a I'll actually go to it right now. There's a cool speakeasy in so we're gonna talk about the history of mixology, but
Real quick, he's got
Nathan's
it.
got
I
it?
think. Yeah.
Neat.
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 Oh,
Yeah,
neat.
you drink it neat.
Oh, dude.
So it's
I'm a
like if I
dumbass.
could get
I thought it was
scotch, but
meat.
I want it neat. Yeah, that makes sense. I've
And
heard that before.
also, I think being a mixologist is just like being a weatherman.
It's fake.
It's fake.
I mean,
Who cares if you mess up?
it's going to rain tomorrow. It doesn't rain. What do you go into work to? You're still a weatherman.
Yeah. So
You know,
what
you make a shit drink. You're still a mixologist. You mixed it.
You got a
But
good
and then you
point.
could be like, well, it takes some. It's an acquired taste. That's a staple
you
in the
can
drinking
always,
world.
It's required.
I shit in this cup and put orange bitters
Yeah,
on it.
but-
It's acquired.
It is.
Have a few more steps.
If
Yeah.
you keep personally attacking my drink, I'm gonna get upset.
What shit with
'Cause
orange
you-
bitters?
Yeah. See, and you're only doing that because I said it was my favorite. And if,
Shit with orange. I was literally talking about human feces with orange bitters.
no, you're talking about an old fashioned that because you think it's shit.
tomato,
And-
tomato.
Yeah.
Yeah, old fashioned suck, actually.
It's no. I've actually had a good old fashioned. Like I used to make a great one, and then I gave up because I know it sucked. Yeah,
You stopped trying to convince yourself that it was good, and you're like,
I'm
you
like,
know what? I'm going to end
exactly.
the
It's
charade right
stupid.
now.
It's like why don't I need to be a fucking old fashioned guy?
I think the
Just like-
acquired taste. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, but to acquire a taste, you have to battle through a lot of it.
Right, but I mean, when you were 15, did you enjoy the taste of beer?
I didn't drink beer when I was 15.
Exactly, because you probably thought it was gross.
No, because
I remember
because beer never touched my lips till I was 18.
Well, I remember when I was like 15, 16,
Yeah.
the first time I had a beer, I was like, no.
Yeah.
And now that's my go-to drink of choice is
Yeah.
a beer.
Yeah. You were probably worried about the cops catching you when you were that young.
No, because I just had vodka instead.
It
which is-
tasted like you were disgracing like what your parents told you not to do.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, there's a reason. They didn't care about me getting drunk. They just knew that it tastes like shit and they didn't want me to drink it. But now
They're like, good luck.
I enjoy it.
Yeah, beer. Yeah, but even then, it's like beer's not. It's an acquired taste. Like I can drink beer, but it's not like still an amazing taste. Like if I was on my deathbed and I was like beer or cherry Coke, I'm picking cherry Coke.
Depends.
Tastes
what
so
beer
much
it is,
better,
because there's
you
a
know?
lot of different beers. If you said it was Keystone, oh, I don't want to drink a Keystone as my last drink.
Miller Lite.
Hey,
I'm just saying that's
As
your
my
favorite beer.
last
Can it be High Life? Miller
It
High
can be
Life?
whatever you want. It's a beer based on a great drink. Like I love cherry Coke. I've loved cherry Coke since I was a kid.
Cherry Coke is good.
And if I'm going strictly taste and not trying to also maybe loosen some nerves, you know, start to be a little bit funnier, I'm picking the cherry
No,
Coke.
yeah, that's fine. You enjoy a cherry Coke
The
more than you
taste.
drink, or more than you enjoy a beer.
So would be a beer be a top favorite flavor for you if you were to just have a drink? If there were no consequences of drinking beer at all times of the day, would you do it?
Like drinking beer NA.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I would. I probably wouldn't drink it as much, but I'd still probably have a couple.
Yeah. Why don't you drink NA beer? Because I've never ever seen one in your hand.
Why? Because where do you even find
What's the
NA
point?
beer?
Literally
Anywhere.
2
A
blocks over.
marketplace, Yeah.
yeah.
they have it at a
I'm
marketplace.
sure it's there, but I don't know where it is there.
Yeah. You're not looking hard enough.
No, I'm not, because if I'm going for a beer, I'm also going for the alcohol content.
Yeah.
Which isn't very much, but it's
I hear
it's
you.
a good thing. It's refreshing too.
I'm just
the
saying.
refreshness.
If we pull this back to the Scotch,
Freshness.
the
like if you get home from work,
Gets your brain
after
going.
a long day in the summer, and it's 100 degrees, and you've been working outside all day, and you
You're
come
itching
home
for
and
some
you crack a
refreshness.
beer, and that first sip, you're like refreshed.
wow, I'm refreshed.
Wow.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I
because
do it
some
every
days,
day.
Yeah,
Every day in the summer, I come home from work, I put my cooler down on the countertop, and I pull a beer out of the fridge.
Yeah.
Every single day.
And that's where like there's times when if I'm outside and I'm mowing the lawn, weed whacking, doing a bunch of outdoor stuff, I'm like, man, a beer is great right now.
Hit the
But if they're like, hey man, you get one drink, like we're killing you tomorrow, what do you want?
no,
I'm not gonna be like, oh, I'd like a Coors Light.
no that that's.
No, I'd be like,
I'd ask for like a cherry Dr. Pepper.
yeah, I'd be like, give me
Cherry
some
vanilla
fucking,
Dr.
give me some
There you go.
sugar in this bitch.
No, Dr. Pepper cream soda.
No, it's not as good as Dr. Personally, I enjoy cherry Dr. Pepper much more.
Okay, so the early years of mixology. During the 19th century, the popularization of cocktails was pioneered by bartender and saloon owner Jerry Thomas, often considered to be the founder of mixology. During his heyday, he was known as the Professor due to his thoughtful and creative approach to crafting cocktails.
That's so badass.
That's almost
Not
on. That's almost on the same line as the Scourge of Death, or what was it?
The Scourge of God.
The Scourge
Yeah.
of God.
I don't know.
The
That
Professor.
that one's
It's
kinda
even
out
almost as cool as Harry Hunsucker.
That's a hell of a name.
Yeah, it is.
Hell of a UFC fighter.
When did you say that was? Like what time era?
Mid 19th century, so the 1800s.
So like the 1850s
Wouldn't the
ish.
mid 19th century be in the 50s? Because it's the middle.
Yep, 1850s.
19th century is 1800 too.
Yeah, it's
1899.
stupid. Dumb, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. I learned something.
it makes total sense, but
It
you
does.
can call it dumb, I guess.
And we will. Thomas's signature cocktail was the Blue Blazer. First mixed in San Francisco's El Dorado Saloon and Gambling Hall. Do you want to
Isn't
take a
that like
stab at what's in it?
Super famous El Dorado, like that
Sounds familiar.
bar or whatever. I thought that was like a big time bar. or
Isn't it a
something.
vehicle?
El Dorado? I don't think so.
He's thinking of Silverado.
Maybe it stemmed from that.
Yeah. I think Dorado is the Spanish word for gold or silver, I believe. So that's
I'm maybe thinking Dodge Durango.
there you go. Dodge Dakota,
I'm thinking Django.
Django,
Saloons back then.
Unchained.
Do you want to take a stab at what's in a blue blazer?
I'm gonna go.
I'll tell you how many ingredients are. Okay. 1, 2, 3. And then there's a process of what he does to it.
Blue Powerade. I don't know.
Prime.
I'm gonna guess
You're on
Gin?
Primes.
They're good.
gin. Is that one of them?
No.
Whiskey.
No. This is gonna be a long game.
Rum?
By this, no. Scotch.
Nice.
Is that a whiskey? Is Scotch a whiskey?
I think
I feel
all
like it's-
scotches are whiskeys, but not all whiskeys are scotches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't the most expensive Scotch or one of them like McClanahan's or McCallahan's or
Yes.
O'Houlihan patches?
Patches of Houlihan. No, it's
I think it's McClellan.
Magellan's.
Oh, Ferdinand's.
Yeah.
It's his Scotch.
Ferdinand, the bowl.
Okay, so Thomas would combine sugar, Scotch, and boiling water, light it on fire, and then transfer it back and forth between two mixing glasses, creating an incandescent rainbow of flame.
That's sweet.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet. All for one drink.
That is one hell of a first ever like recorded mixed drink thing. Is
well,
just
that's just what he's known for. That's his signature.
Oh.
It wasn't the first one.
At
You
what
got
point?
something, Nathan?
At what
I
point did
do.
he hit where he goes? I'm gonna light it on fire.
yeah.
Because you just run out of like techniques. He's like, what if we fucking torch it?
I've already poured it through a funnel that goes through an elephant's ass to mouth, and it's like, let's light this on fire.
We've put it through a whole elephant. Could we add some fire to this?
Broden, what'd you say on what makes a Scotch a Scotch?
Oh, I just thought all scotches.
Hair on your chest.
All scotches are whiskeys, but not all whiskeys are scotches. I thought is how it
Yeah,
went.
it's Scotch is actually a whiskey, and the only thing that makes Scotch a Scotch is it's made in Scotland.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah,
so it's kind of
the
like
only
a
thing.
bourbon is only in Kentucky.
If Jack Daniels was made in Scotland, it'd be
A
Scotch.
They should call it Scotchland.
Pretty close.
And then America could be Whiskeyland.
What's that?
There's only Scotchland and Whiskeyland.
Jack Danielland. Did you know that Greenland is actually pretty small?
Did you know that Greenland's covered in ice and Iceland's covered in green?
In green. Just all marijuana.
It's just straight
Doesn't
dollar
have to
bills
be.
and marijuana.
Turtles.
Turtles.
I'm telling you, if I put two,
Those are the three.
the only green things,
Uh,
and that fake plant behind you.
Sea turtles or land turtles?
Uh,
What do you prefer?
I like the sea turtle
I do too. They're
because of the movie
killer.
Nemo.
Yeah.
I saw
Crush.
Yeah.
I saw a study or a video, and it was like 5% of all people in 5% of people that smoke marijuana in Australia use it for like health purposes and to make themselves better, and then the other 95% use it to have fun.
Yeah. I imagine.
That's fine.
Good grief.
It's a plant.
Yeah.
It's not a drug. It's a plant. Smoke
Um,
pot if you want.
Anyway, I'm telling you, if I gave you 2 glasses of scotch and one's really bad, really low quality, and I gave you another one pretty high quality, you could taste the difference and you would say, all right, that's not so bad.
Yeah. No, I agree. Like, what's Crown XR?
I don't even know what that is.
It's a whiskey. It's like a just a.
I don't know if
I
that's
think it's
Scotch or not.
aged longer and the
Yeah.
process is a little bit more intricate.
It's more wise, has more college degrees.
Yeah, it's got credentials, if
Yeah.
you will. Harvard.
He's got
sometimes.
documentation. Pull out the bottle of scotch, yeah, and he's got
There it
documentation.
is.
Not too long ago when we were in Watford City, they have like this bottle shop that's like really high end. It's got a lot of nice bottles of vodka, like every
Yeah.
type of liquor. And the one of the guys I was working with, he bought a bottle of scotch that was aged on a beach, like on the shore, like with seaweed barrels or something like that. I forget exactly what it was. You could like legitimately taste like the salt water and the seaweed in it. Like it was really good.
See, that's weird. Like, that's the people that are doing this stuff are like, we got to just do some weird shit.
It's for a niche community.
like, what if we just fucking throw it in the ocean for fucking 50 years and then pull it back out?
It works.
let's drink this only for like 2 weeks and piss it out and age it.
Yeah, like honestly.
Probably.
Oh, this is the new piss scotch.
Yeah. The whiskey.
How did you do it? It's actually, we drank it, pissed it out, stuck it in the barrel.
Yeah, that's all we drank. We were drunk for like 2 months.
So Thomas is also credited with creating an early version of the martini called the Martinez. I like that. I think there should
I
be a
think they
guy
should
and a
switch
girl
it
version.
back.
Yeah.
2
Hey, one Martinez, please.
Yeah.
Just some guy
And
pulls
then
out
James
like
Bond says, shaken, not stirred, and grabs some dude and just starts shaking him. Shut up, Martinez.
It's just a guy named
Regular
Martinez. He's got drywall tools.
Come on.
Doesn't have to, but he might. Odds are
It's not
pretty good.
Yeah, they're the best at it.
Hey,
A wise man
It's
once
not.
said,
It's not. Yeah.
stereotypes are there for a reason.
I'm not saying they're the only ones that do drywall, but I'm on a job site right now, and the entire drywall team is Mexican.
Yeah, and they're good at it.
And
Like
I
it's
was
not a
gonna
bad
say,
thing.
good
They're
at
like,
fucking
Yeah,
good.
by all means. I mean, there's
I
a
would
reason why
rather
we don't
them-
do it, because they're better at it than we
Yeah.
are.
There's a reason why I'll never do it, because I
Sucks.
did it down here and it fucking sucked.
Not only are they better at it, they can knock out a house in like a day.
Yeah.
So fast.
Yeah.
Roofing, my dad's house, pretty big roof.
Yeah.
They did the whole thing, tore everything off, put new shingles on before he came home from his lunch
house
break.
in town here
Yeah.
when he lived here.
Yeah.
That's pretty decent
Half a
size.
day. Yeah. Half a day.
There's a couple TikTok pages I follow of they just like, I don't know if they strap a phone to their head or what, but they're filming themselves, like put roofing on and then
The GoPro.
drywall, and they're singing the Mexican songs.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. I watch every single one of them. They're awesome.
Yeah, because they
it's crazy.
have it down to a T where
Yeah.
they're just so quick at everything, and it's good. Like it's quality work.
Yeah.
They're damn
Henry
good.
Ford walked so Mexican drywallers could run.
Yeah, that's the real assembly line right there. Is a group of Mexican construction workers at roofing,
They're legit. man.
drywall, painting, whatever it is that they do. Yeah.
They're legit. Prohibition era. It was the untamed spirit of the roaring 20s that defined the decade as the golden age of cocktails as liquor became a luxury. Those who wanted to purchase liquor had to seek out illegal sellers known as bootleggers or be invited to exclusive unlicensed bars called speakeasies because patrons had to whisper passwords to gain entrance so as to not be overheard and arrested. That's a cool
That's what
concept.
I want to do. I want to go to like
New York,
downtown
Manhattan,
Chicago, and like walk up and be like, what's the password for tonight? Like you only know the password if like you were one of the first 100 people to get the code or something.
I wonder how you get the passwords for speakeasies.
You know who you know. If you don't know, you didn't get in.
Yeah. And
Had to be.
the best part about it, it's almost like a scavenger hunt. You just got to like start pushing bookshelves and stuff till the door opens.
You're unloading the bookshelf and the last book in there is like
Yeah.
in Scooby-Doo or some shit.
Yeah.
I would love to do that in my future house someday. I
Yeah,
think that
like
would
a
be
fake
so
bookshelf?
cool.
Like to a man
that'd be
cave or
so
something?
Cool. Yeah,
I see
That'd be
so many
awesome.
of them and they look awesome.
Yeah, so cool. I think that'd be great. An awesome addition. And you could do it easily if you're building your own house.
I've watched enough videos where I could figure it out. I'm determined that I could figure anything out.
Me too. Absolutely.
Like, my
I don't
garage
think
door
there's
broke.
anything I can't do.
Yeah. My garage door broke last week.
Yeah.
I looked at it. I'm like, I can figure that
Well,
out.
information is so free anymore. Like, you know what I mean? Like you are free to YouTube or Google, whatever you want to do.
Yeah. But I try not to RTFM.
Mm-hmm.
You know
I
what
know.
that stands for?
Yeah.
Read the fucking manual. I try not to do that.
Really?
I try
I'm a
to
huge
just-
manual guy.
But I like to, depending on like if I order like a dresser, then I do it. But if it's like the garage door broke, I'm going to go in there and attack it, see if I can put it together. And then if I got to pull out the manual, which I never will, especially not on something like that, I try not to. I'm just like, we can figure this out. A lot of stuff gets jerry rigged a little bit, but
You got a lot of pride, is what it is.
no, I just don't like paying people to do things.
No, but I mean,
just to skip the whole manual part.
yeah, I was going to say you could just read the manual.
Yeah.
But
Because
you
that's
won't.
the thing. You just turned your 30-minute project into a 3-hour one because you didn't want to flip to page 7 and then do this.
But imagine how many swear words I would have saved that are so fun to say while I'm doing it.
I would rather
You
do
could just
something
do
else
it while
with
you're
my
reading the
other 2.5
manual.
hours.
Like
yeah.
you could just be like, "Oh hell yeah, man! I knew it." And you know, like,
It's true. Yeah, I like to just battle through it, you know? Add some, like, you get a little bit pissed off. It's like the roller coaster of emotions while doing it.
and
And
then
then when
there's
you,
a hole in your garage because you just threw a hammer through it,
yeah, but then when you do it, you're like, man, that's satisfying.
and then you click the button on your garage door, and it goes up like 2 feet, and then it just
Snaps off. Yeah. But that's right. That's all right. All right, where are we at here? Prohibition era. We talked about that a little bit. With legal distilleries shut down, the few options available were of poor quality, such as mountain stills, home distillation. How do you is it
Distilleries?
distillation.
distillation or distillation? Distillation.
Yeah, just
Because they distill it.
Home
so it's
distillation of moonshine and bathtub gin.
Okay.
Liquor made in amateur conditions, often in the home bathtub, as the name suggests. That's where
I have never heard of that.
So really, cocktails just stemmed from people just cooking shit up in their bathtub.
That's why that got that name, because an hour ago some guy was bathing his cock in this tub.
Yeah.
Because they were mixing it in the toilet bowl.
What's your secret ingredient? You don't want to know.
I'm not telling you.
You don't
Drink
know
it
what
though.
what I lined that bathtub with. Yeah. Yeah. Wow.
The moonshine. You guys ever had like homemade, like real moonshine?
From
My brother.
Yeah. I was gonna
This
say,
dude-
can I say that on the show? Is that
Okay. Well,
I
no,
think you
because it's only illegal if you mass produce it and then try and sell it.
okay?
Because then you would need a license.
Yeah.
But if like you just make like a few jars for yourself, but his buddy would make some and he'd give him like 2 or 3 jars. And
I was
he'd
gonna
always
say,
give
I'll
me
let
one.
you say it. You can be thrown under the bus here.
Well, I'm not the one who illegally made it. If
Yeah.
it is illegal, so
It's
I'm
just
fine.
Moonshine Distributing. You guys can look it up. They sell moonshine.
No, but there's a threshold you have to cross for it to be illegal, and it's under that threshold. But
Yeah.
it's some damn good moonshine.
We had that
It
McQuaid's
tasted
last year.
good. Yeah, and yeah, we got torched.
I want to say, we had,
It's cool because it makes your legs stop working so fast.
oh my goodness, dude.
Dude.
And it'll make you party in a hotel parking lot until the ass crack of dawn.
With the crawfish boil.
Yeah,
What a
with the
story.
crawfish and the what were they doing? Karaoke too?
Yes.
Crawfish and karaoke with just random people halfway across the line.
Yeah.
We're like, we're gonna go hang out with these guys.
Yeah, these people are in town from Louisiana or some shit, and
That
we're
was-
boiling some crawfish over here if you want to come. And I'm like,
Yeah.
no way. This night
Yeah.
has just gotten so good.
They taught us how to eat crawfish, like break them open and everything like that. And I go, these don't taste that great, but
Yeah.
thank you.
I didn't
I
even
thought
eat
that
one
tasted great.
I didn't eat one
They
because
were
I-
okay.
because of how
spicy.
they looked.
They're
look good.
literally
You gotta get
water
past the
bugs
look.
is what they are.
Yeah, but I just don't like diving into things that don't like.
Look appetizing.
Well, if they look like an animal, like if you had a chicken and
Yeah.
the chicken breast was laying there, but I could see the chicken's feet and head,
Yeah.
like I don't really want to eat that chicken breast.
Huh.
But if it's all cut up, manicured, and in a package for me, awesome. If you just took the meat out of the
So
crawfish,
you don't do shrimp?
I do shrimp, but that's different to me.
Oh, it is. I was gonna say the only thing
'Cause
they're
that-
missing
So
is
there's
their
no eyes or legs or nothing. Yeah. I was gonna say.
so half its body.
Because like that's like the whole crawfish, like you are pulling apart this entire crawfish.
yeah, it's like looking at you like, don't eat me.
Oh man, it got boiled alive a long time ago.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah. That was a good time. And that's one of my favorite stories because I got so hammered that I was laying in bed on my stomach and his brother
Oh yeah, I kept smacking you.
smacking the shit out of the bottom of my feet, dude. He wound up, dude. I think this was Araldus Chapman. He came back.
John
and
Jones versus his wife. Like,
just hit the shit out of the bottom of my feet, and I would feel it, and I would turn and go,
yeah, like he would like grunt at him the whole night. He's like, "Ugh."
I just knew you were hating him, but you
Stop.
had no
I
like
couldn't stop him.
motor functions
Yeah.
to do anything about it.
Well, between the 4 of us, I think we had 2 mason jars of moonshine that night.
God.
And that Jackson Morgan cream liqueur stuff we
Yeah,
had.
and then we stopped at the Comfort Inn, known for the stiffest drinks in the world.
Oh God.
We just kept popping in there. Yeah, we were. That was.
And then there was
interesting
a
crowd.
African American gentleman that kept getting us all to say the N word. Remember?
Oh yeah, you can say it.
Yeah, he's
Say
like,
it.
you could say it. I'm like, this is a trick. I'm not saying it because as soon as the N-I comes out of my mouth, there's gonna be your fist in my nose. Like,
Guess
I'm
who
not.
said it? Me. Yep.
And he respected you for
Yeah, you're
it.
damn right. Because your brother said, "I'll give you $40 if you say
Yeah.
it," and he came walking back, and I said, "My,"
Yeah,
Leave it
yeah.
at
I'd
that
say you don't have to say it on the
podcast,
show
yeah.
here, but
but I did say it, and
he
But let it be
dapped-
known
and he
for
dapped
it.
me up real quick, and he goes, "Damn, I wasn't gone that long. You missed me." I go, "Hell yeah, glad you're back."
yep.
And we
Yeah, that
hung
was.
out all night.
I got secondhand embarrassment, not embarrassment, but like I got shy a little
You were
bit.
like, I
Like
can't
you were-
believe you. Holy shit! Yeah,
This
And then-
could go one of 2 ways right here.
Uh-huh.
I was ready for it to go either way.
Yeah, and then we Irish goodbye him, took the speaker and left.
Yep, just gone like that.
All right,
That was the Cheyenne talking.
bootlegging kingpin Al Capone, who was said to have a particular affection for the Southside Fizz, a delectable concoction composed of gin, lemon juice, club soda, mint, and simple syrup. The Southside Fizz. I want to be a mixologist so I can name this shit.
Southside Fizz
Make your
sounds
own
like
drinks.
an STD.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, I went into the doc yesterday. Told me I got the Southside Fizz.
I got the SSF, man.
It's like, oh, what does it feel like? This is burning down there.
It's fizzing.
It's foaming. I got
Imagine-
rabies of the cock.
Yeah, he almost compares it to like putting pop rocks in your, you know,
God.
you know the feeling.
They got the clipboard. Does it feel like you have pop rocks in your
penis?
He's like, that's oddly accurate. He's like,
Yes, I do.
Southside Fizz.
Check.
How did you know?
Yeah, that's the only question.
It's the worst case we've ever seen.
I hate to break it to you.
Yeah, there's only one question that we can diagnose Southside Fizz, and it's the Pop Rocks one. The French 75, named for the artillery used in World War I and featuring a heady mix of gin and lemon juice topped with sugar and champagne, captured the mood of the time period better than any photograph. The French 75. I wonder why they call it that. 75 what?
Sounds pretty cool though.
75 millimeter. It was the size of the cannonball.
Is that what it was? Yeah.
I just made that up.
I was going to say,
It's
you
so
would be
good.
sold.
You should have totally rocked with that.
Oh,
until
I
the
think
end
it's
of the
because
podcast.
the French were doing the 75 hard challenge
Yeah.
during the war. Drink a gallon of
They-
water, 2
yeah.
workouts a day.
I think they made it to day 70 and then didn't they surrender?
Yeah.
That was it for them. The
Yeah.
French said, I'm good.
Yeah, we're good.
And then they produced Francis Nagano to come back over here and
French and Ngannou, yeah.
murder.
They're like, we'll get back at these fuckers one way or the other.
God, what a brute, dude. When I saw them stand up like face to face at the start of that fight, like two of the giant dudes.
You're
Yeah,
talking about
like-
Cyril Gahn.
But Cyril Gahn, he's French and just lost.
Yeah.
Ngannou, is he French?
No, he's from he's from either Cameroon or something like that.
Yeah.
I mixed them up.
Yeah, but yeah, Cyril Gahn,
Cyril
French.
Gahn went out
Huge.
to and his walkout music sucks, dude.
Yeah,
Not good.
you can
French
tell.
rap.
You can tell who's gonna win by their walkout music.
Yeah, when John Jones comes back from 3 years and listens to what is it, Champion by 50
Yeah.
Cent.
The champ is back.
Yeah,
All right. So that secret little speakeasy I was talking about, the secret cocktail lounge, like Please Don't Tell, hidden in plain sight in Manhattan's Lower East Side, was an early trendsetter that thrilled visitors with its throwback style and creative twists on classic cocktails. It was accessed through a vintage phone book in Criff Dog's Hot Dog Hotspot. It's a lot of hots.
What the heck?
Yeah. So you just a little hot dog shop
Criff
and you'd go
Dog?
into a
That's how they got in.
yeah.
Was through the hot dog shop.
Yep. Criff Dog's Hot Dog Hotspot.
I love
Say that 5 times fast.
Hey.
love hot dogs.
God.
Oh, hot dogs are so good.
So-
Yeah. God,
On
I
the
don't know
grill.
though. Sometimes they're not. When you're in a hot dog mood, man, I turn into Joey Chestnut. Like
Yeah.
my hair recedes, I get skinnier.
I go.
Yeah. A glass of water just appears for me to dunk my bun in.
Yeah, and you're just sliding them down your gullet.
Yeah. That's Joey Chestnut,
That's
man. He's
such
a,
a wild.
probably top 5 athlete of all time.
Got him.
Has to be. He's
Gotta
the
be.
most dominant in his
Yeah.
sport.
His field, yeah.
Eating hot dogs.
What's
you
your
think
sport?
about
Eating.
top tier athletes, and then second, Joey Chestnut.
Yeah.
Hot dogs.
It's got to be if you're going off championships.
That's true.
He's doing it. All right, some interesting facts about the world of mixology. The word cocktail sounds a little dirty, and it's because it's with good reason. Spirits historian David Wandrick says the first mention of the word cocktail was in a British newspaper in 1798. Cocktail was used as a slang term for a ginger drink. At the time, before a horse sale, a dealer would sometimes put a ginger suppository up the animal's ass, which would cause it to lift its tail, a raised or cocked up tail being a sign of a spirited horse.
And then it just said, we're going to name a drink after that.
Yeah, cocktail and then the ginger drink because they're sticking some ginger up someone's ass. The horse's ass. The horse's name was also Friday.
God. And that's so
I'm
what was
amazed right
what was
now.
the relevance to the drink?
Well, they'd stick a ginger, whatever the ginger suppository. What's a suppository?
It means
Like
it
a
goes in
pill.
your butt.
Yeah, so a ginger suppository in the horse's ass. So then a ginger drink was tied to that. So ginger in both. And then that was
Nice.
called a cocktail because the tail would cock up when the ginger went up the horse's ass.
The spirited horse, like
Yeah.
spirits, like liquor.
Wine and spirits.
There's a lot of connections here. I'm seeing.
No.
Man, it's like Charlotte's Web.
That's what he just said.
Yeah.
That's why the spirits came in too.
Oh no, I don't know if
No,
that's
they
true.
just a spirited horse.
Yeah.
and
And
he
that's
said
what
that.
you're making the
I'm making
assumption
my
that the
own.
spirits. I don't think that's why. I think spirits are like more of like a gypsy type drink to where it's like there's something weird done with them.
No, like wine and spirits, marketplace wine and spirits.
Yeah. So absinthe.
Yeah.
Start drinking some absinthe.
Is
Do
he
you,
that
have some,
illegal?
do you have something on there that says why spirits are called spirits?
I do not.
Nathan, look that up right now.
Nathan, new task. Spirits. Why are they called that?
Why are they called spirits, and why should we
The
be
drink.
afraid of them?
The
Not
drink,
the
yeah.
ghosts.
Yeah.
He's like, well, they die and
Why
then
do
they
they
go
haunt
into the
us?
afterlife. All right. There's actually Bartender Olympics. That's a thing. There's a bunch of
Sweet.
different competitions. Some are for like the best tasting drink. Some are for your cup flipping skills. So that's a thing.
How do you guys think that you would fare in a bartender Olympics?
What am I competing in?
Yeah.
What do you think your strongest suit would be?
Cup flipping.
You think you could hammer out some cup flips?
Yeah, because I'd practice in my kitchen. Whenever like I pull cups out of the cabinet, I like pull them and like see if they can flip off the edge and I catch them. Not even related.
I'd be
to
really
mixology,
good
but-
at just pouring a shot every time. Like
Like an
you
exact
pour it into
shot?
the glass and then you pour it into the shot glass and it's right at the top. I think
Yeah.
that would be my calling.
Would you do like the?
You know why they do that? Whether they jerk the bottle down?
No.
Because that's what stops the flow, because it's in that little nozzle that comes out of
yeah.
the top. It's like an air bubble. They're forcing an air bubble down into it, so it stops the flow, so then they don't spill the drink when they're going from one shot glass to the next. So it stops it, and then they go over to the next one.
That's
Yeah,
nifty.
to kind of jerk it down.
I don't know why I know that, but now you know.
But why do they do the long pour? Why do they pour it and pull up and then back down?
So they can jerk it
So
down.
they can do the old.
Yeah. Because
Cup
you can't,
jerk.
if you're already down, you can't jerk down. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you've got a point.
This is sounding a lot like
The etymology of jerks.
No, we're not doing that.
you can't start at the bottom and jerk down.
Okay. He's right.
You've got to go up.
Right.
Simple as that.
Jerk back
You have
down.
to, if you want to jerk down,
You
first
gotta
you have
probably-
to go back up.
Yeah.
Please.
Please.
Yeah. Otherwise, you run into the bar top.
Yeah.
Yep, that's exactly right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're gonna hurt your hand.
Yeah. And the bar top's probably going to go.
Do you have the spirit answer?
I do have the spirit answer. The word alcohol
Can
is
we have
derived from
Actually, I do.
Come on.
Go ahead.
algol. It was what it's derived from, and it's the most straightforward way to link alcohol to spirits, as the word means spirit. Some verse from the Bible mentions agol to refer to a demon or spirit that produces intoxication.
Nice.
Oh, it comes from a bad thing.
So it's not because it's like a certain class of liquor.
You're drinking demons right now.
Yeah, you're drinking
I'm
so
drinking
you can
to
see the
suppress
demons.
my demons right now.
It is the demon.
Much different.
That's true. The liquor's calling the shots now, Randy.
Yeah. You may be sexy, Julian, but there's nothing you could teach me about the liquor.
One bar has been selling drinks for more than 1,100 years. In 2004, Guinness World Records bestowed the title of Ireland's oldest pub on Sean's Bar in Athlone, Ireland, established circa 900 CE. What's CE stand for?
Common era. So 900 years after the birth of Christ.
After the birth of Christ.
Or the,
So it's
the
AD.
death of Christ.
Oh,
Yeah.
so it's the same as AD.
In CE, yeah. Because there's BCE and
Okay, yeah, I didn't know those were
ABC.
interchangeable.
EFG and
Yeah. This guy wows me all
Yeah,
every time
I
we
knew
do
it
something
too.
like this. Yeah, all the time. And that's what
right away I was like, I can ask Broden what CE means. He's gonna know it like that.
Good
I could
on
ask
you, dude.
Liam. I could ask Liam, and he could blow
No.
smoke up my ass, and it
I'll
might be
make you
good.
believe me.
Yeah.
what comes to mind if he says, Liam, what does CE mean when we're talking about years? What do you say? Like right off the top of your head?
Circa something. I would have made up a word to go with E, enchilada.
Circa enchilada era.
Around that time when the enchiladas were really getting popular.
When they were still roaming the earth before the asteroid.
There used to be just massive enchiladas.
Yeah,
Huge.
just
You
like,
wouldn't-
Now we know
you
them
wouldn't
as the
believe it.
plate-sized ones today.
Yeah, those really small ones. But wait, for another like 2,000 years, they're going to get huge. History repeats itself.
So established in 900 CE during renovations in 1970, the owners discovered that the walls were originally made of wattle and wicker, a style used in the 10th century. So that's how they figured out that this bar has been around for that long. The old
construction. Is that what? I'm sorry, I kind of passed out there for
No, you're
like
good.
dazed out.
the oldest bar in the world, 1100 years.
Yeah, no, you said wattle and wicker was a version of construction that they used? Okay.
It's made. That's what the walls are made of. So I don't know if it was like a plaster type thing.
There you go.
But yeah, the old fashioned, most popular cocktail in the world.
The old fashioned.
Yep.
I love it.
Tastes like shit.
There's a reason why it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like them.
Yeah, you do.
Because they can appeal to the poor people too.
Ah, that was a nice pun there. Appeal in an old fashioned.
An orange peel.
Yeah. I did that on purpose.
I know you did.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I wanted to make sure that all the viewers
Knew.
caught that. Yeah.
I appreciate you.
Of course. I don't want to let your cunning wits go unseen.
Nick Nakora set a Guinness World Record with a 10,499 gallon margarita in Sacramento, California in 2012.
That's just so much.
Drove home too.
Got him his keys immediately.
Get this man behind the wheel.
That's a lot. You couldn't fit in one more gallon to just make it an even 10.5.
What was it?
10,499 gallons.
It's just,
why not?
You're asking a bit much.
Yeah.
What kind of vat did they put this thing in?
A water tower and got the whole community drunk.
Giant stirring fucking spoon.
They had one of those. What did they have in the old days? Aquifer. Is that what it's called? Aqueduct? Aqua something. Aquamarine.
Aquifer.
What is an aquifer? Isn't it like a bridge for water?
Yeah, I think it's.
You got to talk in the mic.
Like flowing.
I don't have anything important to say.
Okay. You're going too, Ron? Oh no. Like, you gonna go hold it? The Ritz-Carlton Tokyo's Diamond is Forever Martini, features a 1 carat diamond alongside Absolute Elix vodka. This martini will set you back 2 million yen or whatever the fuck the Japanese use, or roughly 18,500 US dollars.
That's how much it cost the bottle or a shot?
18.5 for one drink.
Oh.
It's a Forever Martini with 1 carat diamond alongside Absolute Elix vodka.
That's like what it just reminds me of it. But when we went to the Gold Nugget and we saw that big ass nugget sitting in that case, you know how many thoughts of theft ran through my head at that point?
I wonder what they do, how you'd even break in. I've always wanted to do a heist, like plan one and execute
like
one.
in GTA.
Yeah.
And just like get together a bunch of ragtag group of guys, call yourselves the C team or something like that.
Yeah.
Just hammer out a theft and robbery.
Which part would you want to be? Would you want to be the professor?
No. I think for me personally, I want to be like, I'm going to be the mastermind behind the scenes, maybe the intel guy. I
think that's the professor, because in the movie, I don't know if you've seen the show Money Heist, but the guy that plans everything is called the professor. Callback to.
Well, I'm not necessarily saying I want to be the planner, but like maybe the guy who sits in the van and does like he hacks into like the cameras or
into the mainframe.
Yeah, and he's kind of giving everybody like, hey, take a left at your next hallway or whatever. You know, that guy. I
think I'd want to be the getaway driver, but I'd want more pay than the getaway driver. Because one thing I learned this weekend driving in Bismarck drivers are way fucking worse than Minot drivers.
Oh, it's terrible.
I've learned that I drive it like I stole it. So
my brother once told me, and this is really good advice, if you want to drive in like a bigger city, you just have to drive like a dickhead if you want to be able to go from places to places.
You have to be an offensive driver.
Yep.
Simple as that.
That's a good term. I like that.
Instead of defensive. That's what any time that I drive down to Indiana and I start hitting like Minneapolis into Chicago area, if you got to get in that lane,
you're on the offense.
Him
get
off.
in the lane.
Yeah.
Fuck that dude. Ruin his day. You got to go where you're going.
Yeah.
Because once you get there, whatever. You're both going to be over it.
What would you want to do if you're in a heist, Liam?
I think I'd be a shooter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a gunman?
Front line, yeah.
Yeah.
Like rolling in there and you're physically grabbing the money out of the bank or whatever.
I think maybe not that part. I think there gets to be a lot of like detail work in there. I mean, if you're talking about like cracking the safe and stuff like that. But I think I'd be like more of like the surveillance, like protector type of deal.
Do you look good in a ski mask?
About what I said.
Maybe. Do I look good in a ski mask? Does anyone look good in a ski mask?
That's a great question. I don't think
you can't even tell what they look like.
No.
They're wearing a ski mask.
I think if I was to do a heist or plan one, I'd have them all wear like masks, like pig heads.
I'd wear a fat fake nose. Just a big old fake nose.
Like a clown one?
And he'd walk in there and he'd go,
I'd put the gun on the table and still working the cash register. Put it in the bag.
Yeah, I'd just wear one of those glasses with the nose and mustache thing. That'd
Yeah.
be perfect.
It falls off. Nobody look.
Yeah.
I'm putting my glasses back on. Nobody look.
Just a straight up monocle. That's all
Yeah.
you're disguised as is a monocle.
An eye patch.
Yeah, they're looking at the footage. Fuck! We don't know who this guy is.
I don't know anyone that
Mr.
has.
Peanut.
I don't know anyone that has a
It's a
monocle.
Monopoly man. Who would do such a thing? He already has money.
Oh shit! I'd dress as like a celebrity. I'd be like the Colonel Sanders from KFC.
Oh,
Like,
how sick would that be?
Colonel Sanders robbed our bank. It's like, man, look like him.
The police sketch is Colonel Sanders. What the hell?
They drop a tub of chicken in his hand.
Yeah.
He's carrying a tub of chicken.
You wear mouse ears in the scout. The sketch is Mickey Mouse. Like,
Who's giving this?
It's like the DB Cooper sketch. It looked
Yeah.
like everybody and nobody at the same time.
What is? Oh, that's like one of my favorite Tom Segura sketches. The first 48.
Yes.
They're interviewing that guy. Ah, he was like 5'2" to 6'8".
Yeah, he
Really?
had ears.
Yeah, and he had ears too. Thanks, man.
Yeah. You got anything else for me? He's like, yeah, he had ears.
Really? That's the description you're gonna give us?
What are you gonna do today? Nah, we're on a. How about you keep trying to solve that murder? Nah, that shit was 48 hours ago, or that shit was on Monday. Today's Wednesday.
Yeah. We ain't gonna solve that shit.
All right. So the Commonwealth cocktail contains 71 ingredients to honor the 71 countries competing in the 20th Commonwealth Games.
Jeez.
Imagine being a bartender having to make that. Mixologist, sorry.
You'd have to have 71 different bottles of shit,
Yeah.
like just to make that.
Just
How many bars do you think have all 71 of those?
the Commonwealth drink. I'm sure it's made. No one offers it. I'm sure it's just like the stupid little, the Commonwealth drink, 71 ingredients, you know?
You'd have
But
to be in
nobody
a
makes
special
it.
place for it. Yeah.
You'd have to be at the place that
What a
invented
weird way to honor them, honor
Yeah.
this countries.
What
Like
do you think it tastes like? 71 different
it. Poor
ingredients.
people.
it's got at that point, it's just got to taste like water with a burn. You know, like there's just
No,
so
I bet it
much-
tastes like what I threw up on in the boom cup.
Yeah, exactly.
Probably.
Can be good. 71 things.
You can't have that many things that complement each other in the same drink.
Exactly.
There's no way.
Unless you're just doing like a little drop of each, and then the majority of it's that, and it's like
It
there's
ends up being like a shot
yeah,
because
It's like there's a weird like graveyard when you go through the fountain drinks and fucking hit every one of them. There's a weird flavor of that going on in there.
yeah.
Did you ever do that as a kid?
Oh yeah.
What is it?
When you go to McDonald's and every single fountain thing, you do them all. What did you call
I'm
it?
sure I did.
I think I called it graveyard.
I have no idea.
I don't know what I called it. I just
You guys could call it graveyard with me. It'd be cool. We could go around and tell
We're
people
gonna
that's
coin
what
it
it
right
is.
now. Yeah.
Yeah.
The graveyard drink.
The graveyard guys. We're renaming our podcast. The Zion Curtain Law. You guys heard of it? From the 1960s until 2018, bartenders in Utah had to prepare drinks behind a curtain or a partition out of the view of guests to reduce the temptation of excessive drinking. Till
That
2018.
would increase my temptation. I think it'd just be like, what the fuck's going
What's
on?
going on back there? I gotta get something else.
Yeah.
See what else
Keep
they do
going back there.
Yeah.
Open that curtain some more every time you go back there. I catch a glimpse.
I'm itching to know.
just
I'm jonesing.
Absinthe has long been portrayed as a dangerous hallucinogenic and addictive substance. However, this warmwood spirit is no more harmful than any other alcohol, but the presence of thujone was once misunderstood. There was a time when absinthe was used as a malaria drug. Absinthe, I think, was that in the drink we had when we were in Vegas
No.
at the absinthe show?
No. I
It
don't
was
think
called the absinthe. The drink was.
so. I think it was called something else.
I know the drink was called that. I wasn't sure if
They
absinthe was
They
in it.
all, like, I think they had like 5 cocktails on their menu, and I think they all had something to do with absinthe.
Is absinthe illegal? Could they serve that?
Last I thought it was illegal in the United States.
I
never
thought so
see it
too, but
served
I
anywhere.
Can you look it up?
I swear to God, I'm 90% sure absinthe was in that drink.
You might be right, but I guess I just thought it was illegal in the U.S. For
I did
some
too,
reason.
and that's why I was super confused. Because after we went to absinthe in Vegas, when I got back, I was trying to see if I could get a bottle, like if I could order one or buy one, and I could not find anywhere to get one.
Maybe it's illegal to buy, but like
can serve
a
it?
business can serve it. Maybe, yeah.
It was banned in the U.S. in 1912, but in 2007 they legalized it again with, like, there's a bunch of regulations on it.
Oh, okay.
Because, like,
So
I
I
was-
bet it was in that
Yeah.
drink.
I was in the liquor store the other day and I saw a bottle labeled absinthe.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go get some of it. It was fucking
I don't
good.
I don't think the one I had was made with whiskey or something.
I tasted all $35 of the cup. That was this
That
big.
yeah,
I think it's the equivalent of like the moonshine. Like you
Yeah.
go into a liquor store, you have moonshine. It's not actual moonshine, but it's close to it.
Yeah. Okay, fair. In El Salvador, even for your first offense, those caught in violation of drinking and driving may be subject to death by a firing squad.
Jeez.
Don't drink and drive in El Salvador.
don't drink and drive in Tennessee anymore.
They
Yeah,
firing squad you too?
no. If you drink and drive and you kill a parent, you have to pay child support to the other parent.
Really?
Yep.
How about we just don't drink and drive at all?
Yeah. No, drink and drive places where that doesn't happen. No. Yeah, drinking.
We do not condone
Alcohol.
drinking and driving.
I definitely
and
don't condone
driving a
drinking and
motor
driving.
vehicle or operating things like that is not okay.
Especially not in El Salvador, because apparently they get the Einsatzgruppen and then they come and
The what?
isn't the Einsatzgruppen the fire
The
squad?
Gestapo,
The
thought the-
Einsatzgruppen?
I thought the Einsatzgruppen was the firing
the
squad.
Luftwaffen.
The Luftwaffe?
Yeah, there you go.
Nathan, type in Einsatz. Oh God, I'm throwing him this one. Hold on. Let me just
Zwei, drei, vier, fünf.
let me just do it myself. The Einsatzgruppen, I swear, is the firing squad during Nazi Germany.
If,
Einsatzgruppen.
if you pull this one out, I'm going to lose it.
Firing squad.
German name for
Nazi
firing squad.
Germany
Nazi.
firing squad. There you go. There's your Google search.
Yep, right there.
You're kidding.
How do you?
Einsatzgruppen. Ja. Ah, ja.
shit.
The Einsatzgruppen.
The Wiener Schnitzel.
Were
The smorgasbord.
Schutzstaffel paramilitary death squads of Nazi Germany that were responsible for mass murder, primarily by shooting during World War II. Einsatzgruppen.
okay.
Yeah, so El Salvador, they're still alive and well.
I guess so. They found a new job.
Yeah. They've moved on from the Jews to now drinking and driving people.
I think they're
Yeah,
probably doing it for good now.
that's a good
Yeah.
step forward. I'd like to think.
Hey, that's called
the
growth.
penance. Yeah.
Personal development there. The website Serious Eats asked 24 bartenders what cocktail should be disappeared forever. The top two contenders were the Long Island iced tea and the apple teeny.
Oh, I love a Long Island iced
Long
tea.
Island's are good. Never had an apple-tini though.
We have a friend that drinks strictly Long Island iced teas, and then I sort of despise him for it.
Rudy.
Yeah,
Really?
that's all he drinks. I think they're okay. One time I drank like way too many of them because I was in Canada and there was this good looking bartender that just was bringing us our drinks after a big win on a Saturday night and was crushing Long Island iced teas in a fish bowl. It's like sick. But the only way to get her back quicker is to get your drink gone. To get a new one. I was chugging fish bowls. I think I had 4 fish bowls.
God.
Just so I could talk to her more.
You should have died that night.
I did. But I got a FaceTime with her.
Hey.
Yeah. I
Were
threw
you
up.
coherent whatsoever?
Oh God, I don't even know. But I was we were leaving and I was at the front desk, whatever, where you check in for a restaurant.
Yeah.
And I was waiting there and my sister was giving my teammates rides back to their place. And I was like, oh, just come back and get me. You can pick me up after. Cause I thought she was going to have to stay and close. Turns out she left and the other person had to close. I was like, oh shit. Got back, immediately threw up the second I got to my bathroom. And then after that, nice little FaceTime calls. Good time.
Not bad.
Did you ever get a date with her?
No.
No?
Didn't date hockey players.
So what did we learn about drinking 4 fish bowls? Because the
Too much
bartender's hot.
Too much sugar will hurt you.
Way
So
too much
drinks,
sugar.
you could drink something else. She doesn't care what you drink.
Right. Yeah,
Yeah.
If there was no booze in that, it was just the sugar that killed you.
Oh yeah, way too much sugar.
Yeah.
But when you mix them, the sugar's what gets you to throw up.
Sugar's what gets the gut rot going.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But if I had crushed, 6 or 7 Bud Lights, whatever.
Are you comparing 4 fish bowls?
Bitchfuls.
4 fish bowls to 6 or 7 Bud Lights?
I don't know.
I don't think that directly
An eye
correlates
for an eye?
whatsoever.
About 6 or 7 cases of Bud Light.
Yeah. They weren't huge fish bowls. They were like this.
Still,
They were pretty big.
there's a lot of hard alcohol in there with much higher content of alcohol.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that. I was just so focused on the sugar.
Mm-hmm. It's
Yeah.
a lot of sugar. I think
It
my
is.
last run-in with a Long Island was on my 21st. I blacked out twice that day. Perfect. The stars aligned. My 21st birthday was on Kegs and Eggs.
Oh,
And so I blacked out that morning. I slept for the next 6 hours. I slept through the
Best day to sleep.
lunch birthday party I was supposed to have with my family. They all went to Paradiso without me, waiting for me to show up. Slept through the whole thing, so they just ate without me and left. And I woke up later. I got a burger with my dad. Threw up in the bathroom with JL beers, and
You get back on the saddle though.
got back on the saddle. Yep.
Yep.
I took a nice long hot shower. I was feeling all right. We went to the Lamp that night. The Lamp was having a special for like the mugs, like this tall,
Yep.
$5 Long Islands. I think I had 2 or 3 of those and immediately blacked out again.
Yeah. Hey, the only way to get out is to get back in.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
Only way out is through, pal.
Yeah.
and I did. It's crazy.
That's Kegs and Eggs is the best day for just passing out at 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
I have yet to attend one of those.
Oh, you're going
Serious?
this year then.
Yeah. No, I won't be able to, guaranteed.
Why?
I always have class for work every weekend that it's been for the past 2 years.
Do you ever not have class, or do you have class until you're done with this?
No, I have class for 2 more years after this.
tough.
Tough is right.
Yeah, it sucks.
All right, let's get into some mixing techniques and tools, and then we'll wrap up the show. Most mixologist sets include a jigger, a bar spoon, relax, a cocktail shaker, and a muddler. I said it and immediately looked up, and Broden goes, yeah. It's not like you at the crawfish boil.
He wanted me to say it.
Yeah.
He was cool with it.
Well, first of all, he left out the ending, which was, big points to people who leave out the ending of the real word and replace it with a different letter.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So I actually have a mixologist set, I think, that little bar set, because there's a spoon in there. It's not the bar spoon.
There's
like
a spoon in there. That's what makes it.
Well, they have the long, skinny spoon.
Yeah.
Like if you were to feed a small child that needs cough syrup.
You would all the way to the end of the spoon, put it in
Yeah.
the child's mouth.
Yeah. Put in their ear.
What?
You'd make
I
them
don't
butt
know.
chug their medicine.
Yeah. All right. So bar spoon, I have one of those. Cocktail shaker.
Is that like the cup
That's
with
gotta
the
be a cup,
slightly
yeah.
smaller?
So I
side,
have
and
just
then
I have the shot, the 1 ounce and then the 2 ounce flip back forth. There's the spoon. Then there's the bottle opener, and then there's the strainer, the thing you set on top of the cup and pour through it. You know what I'm saying?
like that.
Yeah. So it's not like a professional mixology set, but it's a set.
It's enough.
Yeah.
It's a starter kit.
Yeah. So we're gonna go over 10 different techniques. Shaking. So shaking, when should you shake your cocktails? Any ideas?
When you're mixing 2 different things.
When you are asked to get your drink shaken.
Yeah. When James Bond
Says
approaches you.
shaken, not stirred,
Yeah.
bitch.
When you're stirring something and then someone gets upset with you. So if you've got syrups, fruit juices, or other mixers to emulsify, then a serve is probably a good candidate for shaking. Emulsify. Anyone want to take a stab at what that means? I didn't really even find out what it means. I have an idea though.
I think it means to break down
Yeah.
whatever it is.
You're trying to lower the viscosity of that certain thing to be able
Yeah.
to mix it with.
Correct. So I almost picture it as like, an oil and water. Is that when the two things, when you mix them and they're like,
Yeah. Or if you don't mix them.
they don't mix?
Yeah.
Like if you put them in the same thing.
Well, because oil's denser than water, so
Yeah.
it sits at the bottom.
So I think what they do for this, when you shake it, it breaks it up enough so then the two liquids mix together.
Right.
That's what we're looking at. So whiskey and like a syrup or something, you'd shake that. That's just a guess, honestly, to be honest with you. Stirring. A short spirit-led number is typically best stirred. Stir for 20 to 30 seconds to properly chill and dilute. I don't know any drinks that would stir it. I didn't put down a list, but
A martini,
yeah.
if you're not James Bond.
Yeah.
You stir a old fashioned.
Yeah, probably. You could probably shake it.
Just stir
and
a
then
whiskey
pour it over
Coke.
ice.
Yeah, I stir everything.
Stir anything, yeah.
I don't even stir a lot of my drinks. It's just liquor, booze, ice, drink.
I think I stir my milkshake sometimes. Like it's just like a nervous tick, I think. Just kind of just like,
It's called Parkinson's.
yeah.
I do that whenever I'm
Me and
eating.
Michael J.
Anytime I'm eating something with the spoon, I always do this the entire time.
Really?
Yeah, because I'm like anything that's gonna fall off the spoon, I'm trying to get it to fall off before I put it in my mouth,
Oh, yeah.
so it doesn't en route to my mouth. It doesn't fall off on the way.
It's a good strategy.
So I'm
really.
always sitting there like this all the time, and if I don't I'll catch myself doing it. I go, this is weird.
I like to do that because it's like the pencil thing. You can see it like,
Yep.
It looks bendy.
Seismic
If you
graph?
shake
Or-
it just
yeah.
right,
Yeah.
it's squiggly instead of straight.
Yeah.
That's why I'm doing it.
Nathan, speak.
Experiment.
Easton, you said you didn't have like the definition of emulsify.
Yeah. Then you have to go into emulsion, right?
Yeah, well, it means like if you had like water and an oil, it's not going to mix. So you shake it so it mixes temporarily.
Am I in the Twilight Zone right here? I said water and oil, didn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, we might have said exactly that. about
Did
3
you? I
minutes
didn't hear
ago.
it. I was
He,
looking it
he
up.
was probably Googling, but I was like,
Pretty sure we
oh,
said that.
yeah, I'm
Yeah,
dripping.
you were
I think I'm
been
dripping right now.
researching while
Yeah.
we were talking about it.
Because, yeah, no, and honestly, that's good that Google confirmed it because I was making that shit up on the spot.
Yeah, you're welcome. Up your ass, Liam.
Yeah, thank you for being
Whoa.
the confirmer.
Yeah, Liam, suck it.
My bad.
He's
dude.
still mad when you said he couldn't read.
Yeah, lick my taint, bitch.
Whoa.
Yeah, I like this.
Hey, all right. I apologize.
Yeah, and that's coming from the guy who can't read.
Yeah.
Well, I know you didn't just read that. You just said it. So
Yeah.
hats off to you.
Made up in my noggin.
All right, throwing. You guys know what the technique of throwing
That's
is.
when you purposely lose your match. You throw
Oh,
it.
yeah.
All right. That's when you throw the thing in the air.
No, you pick it up and throw it at the wall.
Yeah, you grab your
shatter.
bottle of Jack
Yeah.
Daniels and you throw it at that dude because he was talking to your girlfriend.
It's like what the Jewish people do when they get married and then they throw that thing at the ground.
Mazel tov.
Oh, yeah.
Don't they do something and then they,
They
just
step on it.
Oh, they step on it and then they throw them up in the air in chairs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's at the bar mitzvah, I believe, not at the wedding.
I think it's at the wedding.
Mazel tov is at the wedding. Bar mitzvah, the chair thing is at the
Ah,
50
mazel
turn.
tov. When you stick a rag in a bottle and then light it on fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, sort of like a Fat Man and Little Boy.
What was that from again? Oh, that was the
Yeah,
two
man
bombs.
versus
Atomic
food.
Bombs,
Oh.
yeah.
Yeah.
Man versus food, I thought. Joey Chestnut versus some other guy who eats a lot.
Bear
I don't know.
Grylls.
There you go.
He eats a lot of stuff in the wild.
Yeah.
Throwing, most frequently employed with red snappers and Bloody Marys and involves gently pouring the ingredients between two shakers. So I would not expect that to be what throwing is. I guess you're kind of throwing it back and forth.
Yeah.
Fill one with ice and seal with a Hawthorne strainer, then fill the other with the ingredients and pour the liquid between the two. Simple as that. Muddling. You guys big muddlers?
That's the thing, and you mix it around and break it down.
Yep, and you got it in that weird little bowl thing.
Yeah. I've always wanted to get one of those.
I have a muddler. I don't have a muddle bowl.
Yeah, I'd want to get the whole.
So you have the thing?
The pusher, stomper,
You just
squisher.
don't have- how do you have one without the other?
I think I'm thinking of a different thing. I think that's for cooking. I think for muddling in a drink, you stick in the cup and then just
Yeah.
just
For
kinda-
cooking, you would put it in the bowl and really work it in
What
there.
is it called? It's called something in cooking.
Muddling.
I think it's the same thing.
No,
gotta
'cause we
be.
talked
Just
about it in
contact.
chemistry class too.
Smashing.
Emulsify.
Nathan, you want to Google the thing with the bowl and the thing that you squish stuff in when cooking? You're gonna have to figure out how to Google that. I can't help you on that one. I can't even help myself on that one.
A grinder?
No,
Like you have the bowl and then you have that rock,
Nah.
it's not a rock. It's more of a.
like a stone.
No.
It's
Yeah.
it's like a stone bowl, but you have like a.
It's a stone bowl and almost like a stone
Yeah,
stick.
it's just a mixer.
Wow,
A grinder. That's actually
that's an app that Liam uses.
Sometimes.
What's wrong?
I'm in a relationship now.
Yeah, what's wrong with him using that app?
Did I say anything was wrong with him using that app?
The way you said it.
Yeah, the context of your tone and
Don't pigeonhole me.
oh,
mortar and
buddy.
pestle. If you want to get real fancy with it,
Yes, mortar and what is it? Pestle or pistol or
yeah, or a grinder.
How do you spell that? The second word,
Mortar and-
mortar and
PESTLE.
pestle? Yeah, mortar and pestle. I remember that from Dr. Kelly.
Dr.
I
Kelly.
don't know how he told
that
me it,
guy
but
is
he's a guy.
he's a saint.
Yeah. Muddling, using a long muddler to gently break down ingredients and release their flavor into the drink, pushing down and twisting with each muddle. Be sure to use a shaker or a heavy rimmed glass so you don't risk breakage, and do not muddle the ingredients into submission. So you really don't want to just hammer them in there.
So gently do it.
Yeah, you just want to.
Yeah.
I
You
think
can
that's the
dodge
sound
a
of it.
wrench, you can dodge a ball.
Yeah, Patches of Houlihan. That whiskey guy. Scotch guy. Spanking.
What?
Yeah.
When you get in trouble
the
with your
technique.
parents and
Did you guys ever get wooden spooned?
I didn't get wooden spooned. My
don't think
dad
so.
got a pickleball paddle. That was a big one.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
just
I
got-
just got spanked.
Yeah, bare hand on the bare ass.
Yeah.
You get belted? Belt?
I got
No.
threatened with it, I think, but
Yeah.
it never went that far.
It would be grabbed by my parents, the belt would. And then
Yeah.
That's when you knew.
I think every kid
that's
gets
when you
spanked.
start behaving after
Yeah.
that. No, I don't think enough kids get spanked.
Yeah. In today's day, I think
Yeah.
us growing up, every kid got spanked.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Spanking. So simply take a basil or mint leaf, place it in your palm, and spank it with your other hand.
Why? What does that do?
This expresses the oils in the leaf without destroying it, making for a prettier and more fragrant garnish.
I'm not buying it. That's what they say.
That's just somebody who's a little bit too horny.
Yeah.
One day we'll make it a drink. It's like,
Tell me you've never had a
Yeah.
girlfriend without telling me you've never.
exactly.
I like to spank my leaves. It's like, okay.
Let's not hang out with this guy anymore.
Let's call somebody about this man.
Yeah.
I think there's a list somewhere that he has to be
needs
on.
to get him locked up.
Like he needs to use a hotline or something.
Double straining. If you've muddled ingredients in your cocktail, added whole spices, or shaken it aggressively, you'll want to double strain to ensure the final result is clear and absent of any floating particles. You'll use a strainer and hold a handful strainer or sieve below the shaker as you pour, ensuring the drink is twice filtered before it reaches the glass. Boring. Yeah, the other three are kind of boring. We're not even going to touch on.
Sweet.
All right.
It?
Yeah, I mean, I got a couple questions here at the bottom, but
Let's do it.
Yeah,
you guys have any favorite
this was one.
cocktails? I mean, we kind of mentioned it, but like,
old fashioned probably for me. And then there's I do love, maybe it's not a cocktail, but I love it. An Irish car bomb.
Really?
Never had one.
It's what is it? It's like a Guinness with a
Guinness
shot
with
of
a
Bailey's
shot of-
or something.
Guinness?
I don't think it's a shot of Bailey's. I think it's a shot of like actually
Like cream liqueur or something like that.
maybe it is Bailey's.
Do you
I thought
think
it was
it's-
a harder liquor than that?
Do you think it's Guinness?
I-
Maybe.
I thought it was. It's a dark beer with a shot of hard alcohol dropped in it, and
Yeah.
then you chug it.
Guinness or Guinness?
Guinness. I don't know. It's the same thing.
The way you're saying it.
Oh, hold on. Don't even ask me, Beethoven.
Yeah, what did Beethoven drink?
Probably water. Doesn't seem like a big cocktail guy. I'm not a big
Moscow
cocktail
mules
guy.
are good too.
Beethoven drank a Guinness.
I don't know.
Moscow Mule, yeah, it's a different taste.
Yeah, it's an
Those are the ones that are in
acquired
the in the copper cups. You want to know what else has an acquired taste is gin.
I don't like
Yeah.
gin too much.
I like a good gin and tonic here and there.
Yeah, you were drinking those a few weekends ago, and I was just like,
Yeah, I started drinking those in Vegas because I had way too many vodka Red Bulls, or I thought my heart was like trying to get out of me and go like play its
That
own
wasn't your
table
heart.
game.
Yeah,
It was,
that was something else.
yeah.
I'm a big fan of Colorado Bulldogs.
Okay, never had that either.
I know.
Really, really good.
Yeah.
That's like
Well, there's
there's Coke in there and something else.
Coke,
Half and half.
Kahlua, and
Kahlua, that's what I was
I think
thinking.
it is a
Creamer.
little bit of half and half. Yeah, and
I think if you
Maybe
take the Coke out, it's a different drink.
Yeah,
It's called
I-
something else.
yeah,
Not
there's
as fun.
there's a Colorado Bulldog, and then there's there's something else. It's so close.
Russian meatball.
White Russian.
Yes,
I
Colorado.
knew it was something-
oh my
yeah,
goodness.
I knew it was something Russian.
Yeah, nice.
No, you didn't. You did.
Yeah, I did. I just
Yeah,
knew it
White
wasn't
Russian and
meatball.
Colorado Bulldog. I think the only difference between the two is
Yeah.
a shot of
With or
Coke.
without Coke. Yeah, really, really good. Did you ever have that? Whenever we go to Ebenezer's, that Irish Bulldog, I bought that one time.
Yeah,
Super good.
that's a good one.
Those are. It's really sweet, but it's really good.
I had an apple teeny for the first time on my sister's 21st birthday here a month ago. Not good.
No,
Really.
I don't like anything that ends with teeny. I learned that martini, apple teeny, whatever, like any of those. I tried a few of them.
Martinis or whatever. Same with like a cosmopolitan. It's
You
like-
getting beat too much. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
It's like a mojito.
mojitos are good. I think those drinks are almost for show. You know, it's like I'm gonna go to this fancy restaurant and get a cosmopolitan. Like if I was to go to 10 North Main,
Yeah.
it's like, oh, I'll go get a martini shaken, not stirred.
Mm-hmm. And you'd have to be in your suit.
It's like, no, I'd rather just have.
Yeah, you'd have to have a small
And you-
pistol in your side pocket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you'd order it, and maybe the most attractive woman you'd ever see just comes walking into the bar
That'll
and
be
sits
the
down next to you. And
Very oddly.
She compliments your cufflinks.
yeah, little do you know, she's a double agent.
Yeah,
She got your ass.
She's a fembot.
Yeah.
Start shooting bullets out of her tits.
Yeah.
God, I love those movies.
Austin Powers.
So funny. Austin Powers is the best.
What do you got, Nathan?
Beethoven was actually a wine drinker.
What
Fun
an idiot.
fact.
Shocker. What kind of wine
Probably
does
red.
it say?
Probably the one with the grapes.
Probably Boone's Farm.
the Austria kind. Stuff that I cannot pronounce.
Of course, it's
That's
the
okay.
Austria
We won't
kind.
make you try.
You want me to try?
No, that's okay.
Okay.
Well,
Thank you.
Appreciate it. How much? Here's the last question I got for you guys. How much would I have to pay you guys to walk around every day in a vest and a button-up shirt, like a mixologist would?
It'd be tough to do at my job.
Every day, but you'd have to do it every day, and they approved it.
I would
and
have to
they'd
go
let you
do my
it.
actual job.
Yeah, every day.
That sounds horrible.
The only thing you wouldn't have to sleep in it.
How much do you have to pay me?
Yeah,
I'd have
per
to be
day basis, or per month, or
whatever.
yearly.
Yeah, I'd have to probably get paid whatever I make for work an hour plus.
Plus what you make for work an hour.
Double. Yeah.
Yeah, double time. Give me double time, basically.
Double it and pass to the next guy.
So when I start on overtime on Friday,
Yeah.
you're also paying me overtime. So I'm making
fair.
quadruple time.
So I just match what your employer. So I just make. I just pay you what your employer does. I match it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
every
what
time.
I was gonna say. How about we just make this whole equation
Untaxed.
a little easier?
Untaxed.
Yeah.
Untaxed.
Okay.
right.
Now we're getting a little
That-
fancy.
that
Jeez, we're gonna have to write
changes
code
things,
for this.
Under the table, like a
Okay.
speakeasy.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's fair. I don't know what I'd have to get paid for that. I'd probably do it for free. I always want to look dapper.
Serious? Well, I guess your job is a little bit different than ours if you're gonna wear it.
You could
Like
benefit from it. People
Yeah.
look at you and be like, I
Yeah, but
Trust
imagine
is-
I go to like my cousin's birthday party and I show up in a fucking 3-piece vest.
how old's your cousin?
4.
7. Yeah.
Even better. Even better that he's
Perfect.
4.
What if, okay, let's add a stipulation to it. You have to walk around with your arm like this and a towel over it.
No.
Yeah,
Triple?
might be triple. Because
You would have to pay me so
I would
much.
have.
I wouldn't
have
even do it
one
for triple.
boulder shoulder and then one very
Yeah.
weak shoulder.
Yeah, you just have to pay me a stupid amount so I wouldn't have to do anything else besides that.
Yeah.
So I could quit my job.
Yeah. All right. That's all I got for Mixology. Anything you guys want to add?
No,
bad.
I mean, just follow us on TikTok, like us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter.
I'm going to get a merch link popping here in the next week, I think.
Yeah.
Go ahead. You guys can
Stuff's
order some
finally
merch.
starting to come together for that. So
Starting to happen. Go ahead and comment your weirdest mixed drink or your go-to mixed drink. Me personally, lately, I've been a Pendleton lemonade kind of guy.
good one.
Can't go wrong with it. So tell us what you like.
I've heard of Malibu root beer. It's pretty good. Never tried it, but
I can't do coconut liquor.
yeah, me neither.
Not a fan, but yeah.
All right. That's episode 34 of the Three Dudes podcast. We'll see you guys next Tuesday.